So I'm outside in my garden. I just got through working out and I came out here early to water my plants and to, do my thing in the garden. And I'm out here. And before I came out here, I went in my kids' room and I looked over them because I love them so much. And I see them sleeping peaceful and just spread out all over their beds and just like being children and being peaceful, right? And then I start to get to thinking about Cohen Wiley, a little 1-year-old that was killed over a box of diapers. I don't believe that a box of diapers is worth shooting in a vehicle. And then to find out that they had a receipt for said box of diapers is insane to me, that the first thing they would do is shoot into a car knowing that there's a baby in the car. And as I look over my children, I cannot fathom how that mother must feel knowing that she was there being shot at with her baby and her friend. And she watched her child be shot. She watched her friend be shot over a box of diapers that they paid for. How does one put it together that it's logical and makes sense to kill someone over diapers? Someone unarmed and holding a baby in the car and a driver. You've got your guns cocked. She's lifting up her baby and she's telling you there's a baby in the car. You don't care. You guys tell the lie that she was trying to hit you. She's trying to run the police over. The mom clearly said you guys were to the right of the car and she took off to the left, which means you were not in the pathway of the vehicle, and nor was she aiming at you. She was trying to get away because you had your guns drawn on her for something she paid for. And in all the melee, in all the disarray of what's going on, you decide to shoot into a vehicle and you guys kill a baby. The crazy thing about this situation is this. I had this conversation last week with my fiance. And in this conversation, I told him, they have been trying to trigger and provoke us for a while now. They've been trying to get us to come outside. And in our refusal to come outside, things keep happening, right? And I told my fiance the next chess move for them would be for them to unalive a baby. I promise you I said this about a week ago. Fast forward a week later, they unalived the baby. See, psychological warfare is something that they have studied since they could study. And something that we pay no attention to because we just want to live. We just want to just live. We just want to just be free and fucking live, right? So we're not focused on psychological warfare. So when things happen, it's not by happenstance. It just doesn't happen. Things are planned. And I told my fiance their next chess move would be to unalive a baby. Because I read a lot, right? And I don't think in the terms of most that look like me. I think in the terms of warfare, because whether you believe you're at war or not, you're at war. And my logic in thinking is based on the premise that we are always at war. So you have to think about strategies to combat said war, right? Because you always have to think, what would they do next? They're always thinking about what we would do next. We've been studied. We are a study. And not only are we studied, we are mimicked, and everything that we do is copied and is stolen and then renamed, reshaped, reformed, and then no longer ours, right? Now, When you think of psychological warfare, your mind is no longer yours because they are in control of your mind. And they're playing chess with our minds because they need to flare up and trigger our emotions. I knew this was their next step. They want us outside. I suggest we keep doing what we are doing and band together. They are not afraid of our hate because our hate is perpetuated upon ourselves. Our hate is perpetuated on ourselves. We have an internalized hate that we use against ourselves, and they know that. And they don't mind that because that's less work for them to do. However, if we fall in love with ourselves and those of us that are us, you know, because there's those that are not like us. Those of us that are us, if we decided to unify, to come into community, to rebuild our villages, our towns, our mindsets, to rebuild our love, the one thing that they are scared of, because love enacts unity, love enacts community, love enacts village-minded mentality. Hate keeps us divisive, divided, at each other's throats, backstabbing one another. But if we do just the opposite, if we take all this pain that they're throwing at us and we use that pain for our gain and not for our destruction, the victors of the war would be, just think about it.